Alright, so hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and Baro has come once again and on PCs on the Chronia Relay on Saturn. Now, the new item this time around is the Paracesis Elixis skin, which looks absolutely fantastic. I'm a massive fan of the Elixis skins, and the Paracesis one is just perfect for me because I've been using the Paracesis a lot. So yeah, another fantastic addition to the Elixis skin set. Then he brought 4 mods that are not the easiest to farm, so we have Fanged Fusillade for 120% bonus slash damage on rifles, and then 3 stances, starting off with Vermilion Storm for claws, as well as Astral Twilight for glaives, and finally Temple Royale for heavy blades. And while these are rare, I wouldn't necessarily buy them because you can farm them in game. Following that, we have 3 weapons, starting off with the Prisma Greenlock. Now, this is one of my personal favorites because it's a lever action rifle, and I'm a sucker for lever action rifles, but it's just a good rifle overall. It's semi-automatic, it needs mastery rank 11, it has good crit chance, very high crit multiplier, really high status, good damage, pretty fast reload. Yeah, it's just great. Next on the menu are the Prisma Twin Gremlins, which also require mastery rank 11, and they are bullet hose secondaries, so they have good crit, slightly below average crit multi, pretty good status, very fast reload, and while the majority of their damage does come in the form of puncture, there is a lot of slash behind it as well. The only downside I can think of with these is that their ammo economy is not the best because they do fire very fast, and some people might also dislike the fact that the bullets have travel time because it essentially shoots nails. Though on the other hand, this does allow you to pin enemies to walls. And the final weapon on the menu is the Marat Detron, which is an absolutely fantastic secondary shotgun. This one only requires mastery rank 9, and while the crit is pretty negligible, the status chance is really good, and it also does pure radiation, so it's much easier to focus your damage with it. And on a personal note, it's also just a ton of fun. It is just ridiculous. Next up, we have a full set of the Prismadildos armor, so the chest plate, the knee plates, as well as the shoulder plates, and this is one of the original sets. It still looks nice, and I use it every now and then. It's just a solid armor set. What I like about it is that it's not too over the top, but it's not too subtle either, and it fits a lot of frames. You can just slap it on, and it's probably gonna look fine. So yeah, the Prismadildos armor, one of the oldest armor sets in the game, but it's still kicking ass. After that, we have the Teer Tribute Glyph, which is, well, exactly what it says in the tin, a Teer Tribute Glyph, which is followed up by the Nexus Fur Pattern, which is a fur pattern for your Kubro, though it also works on the Helmet Charger, but it's kind of hard to see there because, you know, all the infestation and stuff. Then he once again brought the Teer Atmos Diadem for your Operator if you want to go for that Bane look, so this is what it looks like. Here's what changing the primary color will do. And here is what changing the secondary color will do. After that, we have the Keto Cigar, which is just a small cosmetic accessory for your melee weapon that sort of just dangles off the handle or both handles if you're dual wielding, and it can be colored separately to the melee weapon. And then he once again brought the Twin Grakatas Tausan skin. Now, I'm going to say the same thing I always do with this skin. I'm not the biggest fan of it because it kind of makes the Grakatas look like they're made out of Play-Doh, but at the same time, I like it because it makes the Grakatas look brand new. Then we have the Ornata Elixis skin, which looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, the only bummer with this skin is that it's only for the Ornata. I would very much like it for the Amisha or even the Itzel. But you know, it's still a really nice skin, and it's not overly expensive either. It's 350 ducats and 250,000 credits. And the final skin this time around is the Machete Siakit skin, which just looks weird. Now, don't get me wrong, I like it, but it just looks weird. It looks like something you would play Lunaro with. Then he once again brought the Tenno Kindred Rag, which is a rug. It's a decoration for your landing craft, and it's not as big as you might think when you actually look at the preview. After that, we have a 3-day resource booster, which is actually not worth buying from Baro because it's generally better to sell your prime junk for platinum to other players and then buy it from the market. The second to last item are the Teer Fireworks, which is just a funky little item that you can put into your gear wheel and annoy people in missions with, and the final item on the menu is as always the Sons of Inaros questline blueprint. Now my recommendation this time around is to just focus on the weaponry, so get Prisma Greenlock, Prisma Twin Gremlins, or Marat Detron, because there aren't really any must-have items this time around. You really don't need to buy the mods because you can farm them in-game, though if you're not into Eidolon hunting, you might want to buy Fanged Fusillade because that one drops from the Hydro list. And everything else is pretty much just, do you like the look of this? You do? Well then, buy it. So yeah, this round is pretty much up to you, just buy whatever you like. And that is pretty much it for Baro this time around, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.